you and Seth out there in a tough game where maybe it's not y'all's best, a little sloppy on both ends.
Yeah.
Just for you and Seth in particular, how are you able to kind of bring together the group and get it done late in a tough game like that?
Really just by rallying everybody. I mean, because it was kind of a ugly game from both ends for a full 40 minutes. So just making sure our energy was good. That was the main thing because I think sometimes we got kind of lost in the game a little bit in different possessions. So just making sure everyone was good energy-wise and to finish the game out strong. Like, I know we weren't playing our best basketball, but we just had to continue to keep chipping away. So that was my message and Seth's message to the team in the huddles, even on the court. And I know we were small out there. I think we went out there with 4 guards, and Jay Witt and Wash and Van, they were rotating as the 5-man. So we were a little bit small, so really just getting rebound at the end of the day.
In a game that was so messy, y'all turned the ball over 18 times. Obviously, that's a lot. But Seth had none. He seemed like a steady hand for y'all out there. Just what did you see from him, and how important was his presence?
It was really important. Just the way he came in and was able to kind of handle the pressure and get to the basket, use his athleticism, and at the same time make it easy play. That's what Coach Davis always talks about. So Seth was phenomenal with no turnovers. He got to the line a lot, so he was able to step it up, and he was huge for us on the defensive end as well. I know he's only 6'3", but we had him at the 4, so that just shows the type of versatile player he is.
You guys have a week off now before your next game. What will be some points of emphasis in practice this next week?
Really just sharpening everything. Our defense hasn't been up to par, so I know where we can be. And overall, just continue to keep playing together and have some fun with it. I think sometimes we get down on ourselves because shots are not falling, and at the end of the day, basketball's supposed to be fun. So just kind of have that joy and that energy with us, and at the same time, just execute our plays a little bit better because we're about to get into a stretch of games where it's going to get tougher from here. So we just got to stay together through it all and just work on our execution on defensive end and offense.
Andre, you mentioned just it being an overall ugly game. Where do you think maybe the turnovers came from? Was it the looseness with the ball, play execution? I guess where did you see most of that stuff?
Some of it was just miscommunications between the guards and the bigs. Some of them was just, I think one thing about us was never selfish. It's always careless. So it was kind of a lot of careless turnovers on our end, and just not being in the right spots or not, having the right pass. And a couple of passes were, hitting the bigs in the knees or they weren't looking for it. So we just got to overall just get on the same page because, at the end of the day, we're all looking for each other to make plays. So we just got to do a better job doing that.
On getting on the same page, I guess, how much still of a work in progress is it? Just getting comfortable with all the new guys out there, the different lineups that we were throwing out there. I guess how much more work in progress is that?
Yeah, it's different. I think just in terms of we went out there with 4 guards, so that's a little bit different from my experiences I've been here, but it's something that we're just going to have to work through, and it's something that's going to be happening a lot this season. So just the different lineups and different changes out there would be good for us because I know the potential of this team, what we could play with, it's through the roof. So it's going to take some work in progress. It's a new team, new faces, and a new year. So we never really threw in a 4-guard lineup like that before. So it's going to take some getting used to.
Seth said you guys ran 33s this week in practice, and Huber pulled out the mean card.
Yeah, it's like Roy.
Yeah, so have you had to do that since Roy was here?
I haven't ran 33 since Roy my freshman year.
So
basically what it was every drill, whoever lost the game between white and blue, the loser had to run the 33. And I haven't ran one since freshman year.
How tough is that?
I ain't want to lose. My team, white only ran 133, but I think it was good for us. Just the competition level, we needed that.
Did he need to send that message too?
100%. And I think that's why he did what he did. And it's out of a place of love because he knows we can be really great as a team and what we can be. So we definitely needed that. Because nothing's gonna be easy. He always talks about you gotta find the enjoyment of the other side of hard and the difficulties. So we're going through that right now. So, but at the same time, we just gotta enjoy it.
It wasn't very pretty today. A lot of the stretches were not pretty, but you guys still managed to get a win.
Yeah.
Is the relief of having a win, does that make it easier maybe to spring forward now?
Yeah, it feels like we haven't won in a month. So I'm glad we got a win. I know it was ugly, but the win's a win. Georgia Tech's a really good team. It's ACC conference, so ACC play it's big time. It could be anyone's night. So but overall, it does feel good to get a win and kind of just get back on the winning track. We lost 3 in a row, so I know it wasn't the prettiest and not the way we would want it to go, but I'm just glad the way we just kind of just finished out strong and executed well.
What about the last 10 minutes? They waited like 4 minutes without a field goal that you guys couldn't pull away.
Yeah.
What were the issues offensively, you think?
I just think we was able to get stops, and we held them like you said for a long period of time, and then we just weren't executing, just weren't making shots. I think sometimes shots were forced, but then also our spacing. That's one thing that we've been practicing in practice was our spacing, because against the Alabama game, you could just see like we were all like bunched up together. So and it doesn't really give anyone the advantage to make a play. So. We just got to do a better job on the offensive end. I know the offensive end is going to come. We're going to make shots. Shots are going to fall. We just got to stay to it and rely on our defense, because that's what's going to win us some games.
Seth was talking about you guys noticing guys feeling some pressure, maybe some of the younger guys, or stress, and trying to help relieve that as an older guy. Are you kind of doing that too? Are you noticing that as well?
No, 100%. I mean, I think, and for this year, I think overall everyone wants to have a really good year, and rightfully so, individually and as a team. So, I think for us to play like I know we can, we just gotta kind of just relax a little bit. I think we're trying to be too perfect, even for myself. Just go out there and play basketball, play together, and have fun at the end of the day. Because sometimes I think you could take, you put too much pressure on yourself, it takes the joy out of it, and you don't really play like how you know to. So. That's really the main message at the end of the day, because sometimes we get lost in our own feelings when shots are not falling and we're not executing the right plays because internally we're not there on the court. So that's really just been the main message. I think it's all new for everybody. Yeah. Everyone's in different. This is all new, a different experience. We have guys from transfers. We got freshmen. We got Seth and Jay Walsh who work their way up to be starters. So it's a whole different dynamic for everyone right now. So I think we're just hitting a learning curve right now, but we gotta give each other some grace, because we're gonna be fine at the end of the day.
What is the 33? What is that drill?
Oh no, you run. It ain't no drill. It's just you run up and down the court 3 times, and you gotta make it in 33 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So whoever we had drills, whoever lost that drill, the other team had to run. So, and we haven't did that since Roy. Since my freshman year, so yeah.
And it came out this week before this game?
It came out this week.
Because of just the snap you guys
I
had.
feel like we needed it more than anything. I think it was holding us accountable, and that it gives you that fight, that fire, that competitive spirit that Coach Davis wants to have, for us as a team. So I'm glad we did it, because nobody wanted to lose, because nobody wanted to run. So we definitely needed that.
You mentioned stress a minute ago. Have you personally felt some stress, especially as each game goes by and you haven't sort of regained last year's form from the perimeter yet? Has it been adding up for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard for me a little bit, just in terms of, obviously I'm not shooting the ball really well, and trying to repeat what I did last year. I know it's something that could just weigh on me a little bit more, but I've been really just trying to make sure my mental is right, and I'm not getting caught up in shots are not falling. Now I gotta stop shooting. Like, one thing about me, I'm never gonna waver my confidence. I put a lot of work into get to where I was last year, and even to now. So I'm not gonna just doubt myself just because I'm not shooting the ball well. And at the same time, I think at the start of the season, I was putting too much pressure on myself a little bit. Self-sabotaging myself and just trying to be perfect, trying to make every shot. Like, if I don't make this shot, then I got to make the next one. Like, that's not realistically. Not even the best players make every shot. So it's been an up and down course for me a little bit. But one thing I've been doing a great job of kind of just staying in the moment, staying in the course, and eventually it's gonna happen how it's supposed to. And I'll get back to my old self.
A few years ago, you and Leaky both said in that run that you guys had to New Orleans that with Brady, even if he's off for a while, you want him to shoot. Because eventually one was going to go in a second and he was going to go off. Is that the same kind of approach you have to take within the framework of the offense? Just keep shooting it, and eventually it's going to sort of click and you get on a roll?
Yeah, I know it is. I mean, I didn't put too much work in for me to stop shooting it. I know it's going to fall. I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta stay with it, stay confident, even when things are going my way and when they're not. So that's like really my main message. But at the same time, take good shots. I have watched a lot of film and just seen you know, how my feet are set, how like what my looks look like. It's a little bit different than last year. Some are off the dribble. I'm not getting as many open looks as I can just because of the scouting report this year. But Coach Davis and the rest of coach staff have been doing a good job, kind of just putting me in different positions to get better looks. So one thing about me, I'm just never gonna not stop shooting. I'm RJ.
Just the mindset of knowing it's eventually going to
it's
come.
gonna
That was
happen.
more.
And when it happens,
he was
I'm-
going to keep shooting,
Yeah.
obviously.
Like
but you
Jack
guys
Brady,
knew.
yeah.
What you guys were saying is that he knew that you guys knew. Just keep doing what you do, and eventually it's going to come. And it sort of calmed him when he was going through some bad stretches.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's the only way to get out of a shooting slump is to continue to keep shooting. So Brady didn't stop doing it, so why?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
After